Alright guys, good morning, good afternoon. The new DAYZ update is out on the PC testing branch, and I think it's also on Xbox Experimental, so if you have Xbox you can test it out. And I'm gonna hop in, test some stuff out, see what's new, and I'm gonna show you guys the stuff that stood out to me the most, but there are quite a few fixes, so I'll try to address as much as I can. So before we get into it, I get a lot of questions asking if this is going to be on console or can they play this on console, and currently it's only on the PC Experimental branch, and I think it's on Xbox Experimental as well, so I believe Xbox players can test out the new update. When it's going to be live, I don't know. Only Bohemia knows. It could be a month from now, it could be a week from now, depending on how many issues they have with it and what they have to fix, so hopefully it comes out soon and we all get to enjoy the new update. The first main update in this patch are these islands they've added near Prison Island. And this used to be all just ocean, as you guys know, but now you can kind of island hop across if you want to. Okay, so another big thing they've added back is breaking of legs. And if you jump off high places, your leg can break now. Alright, so you can see there I passed out and my leg is broken in the bottom right. You see the little icon. So what these new broken legs do is if you walk with it or if you fight somebody with it, it'll give you shock damage, basically if you're moving. So you can see here, I'm not low blood, right? So normally you wouldn't pass out, but since my leg's broken, if I just run here, try sprinting, I should pass out because I'm getting shock damage, so you can see there. Okay, so to fix this, you want to take some sticks, take some rags, and you can simply make a splint. So this is what the splint looks like. Alright, so if you look at the character model, you can see there is a splint, so you can easily tell if someone has a fractured leg. And based off what I've read so far, it doesn't actually go away by using the splint. The splint just allows you to walk, but I guess the leg itself will heal after time. So here's another example where I'm full health, and you can see that I passed out from shock damage because of walking on my leg. So let's see what morphine does if you have a broken leg. So it seems it doesn't have like that big of an impact right now. So the only thing resembling a weapon they've added back this update is the flare gun. Here's what it looks like up close. Now we have 4 different flare colors here, and I'm gonna turn it to dark and we're gonna test them all out. Let's go with this yellow looking one first. Oh, there it is. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Okay, here's the green color. And there it is. That's pretty cool. A lot of you are probably wondering if you could harm somebody with this, maybe even kill them. And I'm gonna test it on this dummy right here. It doesn't seem to do anything as of yet. I'm gonna test it on a zombie though, just to make sure. Yeah, so you can't really do any harm with it at the moment. If I remember correctly, in the old DayZ, I think you could hit people with it and hurt them. Because I feel like I remember doing that. But let me know in the comments if you guys remember doing that. I might be wrong. Alright guys, so they've added tanning back to the game. And if you take like a pelt, combine it with garden lime, you can see it says tan leather. It's actually that easy. I know before you used to have to use a barrel, and then I think you had to add water and stuff, so that's not a thing anymore, I guess. You can pretty much do it with any pelt. I'm using a wolf pelt now. This one was done with cow, and I think this is a sheep pelt, but yeah, pretty much any pelt will give you tanned leather. So that's what it looks like when it's done. So the main use for leather right now is making the leather backpack. And if you take a leather sewing kit, combine it with your new tanned leather, it'll say craft leather sack. And there you go, that's the leather backpack. Pretty simple to make, has decent storage, and it looks kind of nice. Here's what it looks like on someone's back. So the next thing they've added is shelters, and these are kind of little improvised type of tents you can make. So let me show you how it's done. First, you're going to take a rope and stick, combine them, and we're going to craft a shelter kit. And there it is, the shelter kit, similar to a watchtower kit or fence kit. And we can just go ahead and place it anywhere. So this is what it looks like, and you need 50 sticks, you need 2 leather, and you need one of the new materials that they added, which is called tarp. And you need 4 long sticks. Alright, so we pretty much have everything we need here. I've added 4 long sticks to the base. We're going to add a bunch of sticks to the materials here. Remember, we need 50 sticks, so it's quite a lot. You can add tanned leather, which you just saw how you can make that. And then this is the new material. It's called tarp. You can just find that around, and basically you just add that. And there you go, guys. That's what it looks like. Blends in quite well in the forest. And when you go inside, I can get it open. You can see there's 84 slots, which isn't too bad. Also, you can just pack it by looking up. You can see it says you could pack it. And if you pack it, it's basically just going to give you like the materials back. So let's say you don't want to get 50 sticks, right? Because it is quite a lot to gather. You could simply add the tarp and add 4 sticks, and it'll let you build an improvised version without like all the leaves and stuff. So this is what it looks like. Much simpler to build. And it has the exact same storage. So this new tarp is also useful for other things. So say you have like a tent with a ruined door, which this one's ruined. It just looks like it's fine, but you can see you could walk right through it. You could take the tarp to your hand and you could repair it. So there you go, it's fixed now. You can no longer walk through it. And same goes for the flaps right here. So another thing that's been added is the pipe wrench. And this is useful for fixing up the engine of your car if it's damaged. So you can see here, it allows me to repair it. And it's back to pristine. So if your car door is damaged, you can now take it off the car, and if you combine it with the epoxy, you could repair it. And that's just like new now. Pristine. So the next big survival type change is food will now decay. And in order to prevent this, you want to smoke your food. So I'll put some meat on here. There's a new whole section that says smoking above cooking now. So you could add your meat and smoke it. So when your food's done, it's going to say dried. And here's what it looks like. You'll see the dried icon up here. Same with this piece of fish right here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know what the difference between like a dried steak and a boiled steak would be. So we're gonna have to look into that in the future, but it's pretty cool that you could do that. A lot of stuff I couldn't show on video, but these are the full patch notes, so you can pause your screen here and you could read through them carefully if you want to. It seemed to me that this patch added more stuff to survival. So you can see here that exposure to wind can make you cold now. We have food that can decay over time, so that's why we can smoke it. There's also a heat buffer now, so say you left like your campfire inside and you went out into the freezing cold, there's going to be some type of residual heat where you won't just instantly drop down to freezing cold. Also, punching now deals damage to gloves and can cause bleeding to bare hands. It's interesting. So this is my favorite fix in the whole update. It says dead bodies of players should now fall through walls less often, and this was a big issue, at least on PC for me, so I'm really happy they're working on it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It was a quick update video. I'm gonna do another gameplay video probably in the next few days, so keep an eye out for that. Much love, and I'll catch you in the next one.